Hello everyone, I'm Cameron Gran, you're watching Grand Central Halloween Kills. Let's talk about it. If you thought the retcon was done, boy, would you be mistaken. Not only did they go back and retcon parts of the 1978 films, but they retconned parts of the 2018 film. And this is supposed to be a trilogy. So if you planned a trilogy, why would you have to retcon something from the previous film? Because it was announced in 2018 they were doing 3, you know? So this led to a story that felt completely totally off from the 2018 film. Because of that reason, I don't like the story. Let's move on to directing. While the shots themselves are very crisp and clear, and I do find some of them to be very beautiful, and I wouldn't expect that in a horror film, the message of the film and the story is so discombobulated. This is especially difficult because the ending monologue felt like the entire movie was supposed to lead up to this, but when it was delivered, it felt so unearned. I was like, what is the point of showing us this? In other words, they gaslit the audience so much, the point of the movie was lost. Regardless of who you rooted for, Michael or Laurie. Did not like. If you're going into this film thinking that the people who were bad actors in 2018 film are going to be better, mostly I'm talking about you, Cameron, which is ironic because my name is Cameron, then you would be sadly mistaken. And that goes for the majority of the people in the film, even the ones who are coming back from the 1978 film, which made me sad because I was like, well, why bring them back? What, you didn't test to make sure that they had improved in acting, not gotten worse since that film? That was like 40 years ago. I understand nostalgic bringing people back, but you should make sure that they're worth bringing, you know? Like, don't bring us somebody who's like bad at acting. Side note, I will say something I appreciated is that somebody said the word Loomis and that resulted in something happening. I'm not gonna give a spoiler, but when it happened, all I could say is I clapped, I laughed out loud, and everybody looked around at me and I was like, no regrets. And I'll tell you why no regrets. If you watch Halloween 2 at what Loomis did, the fact that this led to somebody else's death because they were trying to avenge him, yes, I'm fully for that being a commentary on what happened in Halloween 2. The only people worth watching were Laurie, Karen, Allison, and Frank. Well, Michael, obviously. That would have earned them a like in this category, but they were barely in it, so I didn't like. I personally did not like this film because without the appearance, at least the appearance of plausible hope, it makes it hard to root for anybody, any of the characters, because you've established somebody who's going around killing all these people like he's just swatting flies out of the air. So it's kind of like, how can I hope that this person survives when it seems like he's tearing down everybody in his path with no problem? And in a horror movie, you want to root for somebody to survive, and if they don't, it's tragic, but like, if there's no hope for them even to survive, it makes me feel like, what's the reason for me watching this? And again, I cannot reiterate how sad I am that I'm saying this. I had high hopes for this movie, but I showed up for myself, and you can't always have good experiences. You have to have the bad in order to recognize what the good ones are. Overall, in all 5 categories, I put I don't like, and that's what I'm gonna say as my recommendation. If you have free time and you're not invested, feel free to watch it, but I would not go out of my way to watch this movie because I didn't feel like it was worth the hour and 45 minutes I spent in the theater. For somebody who loves films, that makes me sad. Anyways, that's it for this video, guys. It's a really quick movie review. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, you can give this video a thumbs up so it can spread to more people, and that way somebody else might be spared what I went through in the theater. I'd love to hear if you've seen the film and you have a different opinion, if you want to leave me a comment about your own thoughts. If you aren't already, you can subscribe to this channel, and if you are, you can tap the little bell button to get notified when I post more videos. Thank you guys so much, and remember to show up for yourselves. And I appreciate you guys because without this video, I wouldn't have had anywhere to process what was going on in my brain, so thank you, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!